Hello everyone, it's Rebecca from the Glitch Stitchery. I'm here today with another yarn tourism video. So this one we went back to Vermont again, this time with my sister and her husband and my nephews. So we went up on a Friday and we were there until Monday, and then we got home like around dinner time on Monday. I didn't really film anything for Friday when we were traveling up because we didn't really stop anywhere other than just like picking up a sandwich and heading to my aunt's. But we did film a little bit each of the other days, and I'm just going to show those clips and then talk a little bit about what me and Mike got after that, because this is sort of a joint yarn tourism and thrifting haul video. Maybe just a haul video in general. There's a lot to haul. So I'm going to queue up the next set of clips and then we're going to talk about Saturday. All right, so for Saturday morning when we set out, my sister and her husband, they're both resellers, as I've mentioned before, so they wanted to check out different thrift stores. So the first bit of clips of me looking through the yarn bins, that was at a thrift store called The Mission. I did not personally find anything there, but I know my sister and Gideon did, and I can link to their video because they're gonna have a whole vacation video for this as well. So you can see what they got most likely. I'm assuming that's how they're structuring it. I haven't actually asked him how he's...
I don't think they were very specific about it.
He's putting together a vacation video, so I will link to it below. But after we were done at the Mission, we went to, I guess it was the Rutland Goodwill? I think we were in Rutland. That makes the most sense.
Yeah, I believe so.
So I did find a little bit there, although not yarn, although I did look. Mike, you found this thing.
Yep. Nice little subs down.
What do you call them?
They're kind of like a day.
Is it,
like a,
is it called a folio?
A folio, yeah. It's got like some pockets and calculator, which I had to work with.
Yeah, he wanted that for work.
It's pretty much dead, but I'll fix it.
So I got, okay, I didn't find any yarn, but I did find this first knitting set. And when you look on the back, it says it has everything you need to learn how to knit, crochet, and French knit, which I have no idea what they mean by French knit, but I look forward to opening this and seeing exactly what's in this kit. Yeah, well, I think that's going to be backwards.
Oh, right.
Anyway, it's interesting. So that'll be a video where I open it up and just try to see if I can figure out what the instructions actually mean. So there's that. You can hold that. I got a teacher's planner that's undated because I thought this would be useful for scheduling my craft projects throughout the week. So there's that. And I found a hooded dress. So this has a hoodie.
I thought it was just like a
whole
sweatshirt.
Dress. It has a little ruffle on the bottom, and I just thought this was really nice. And it was a good price, actually. The thrift stores in Vermont, for whatever reason, have lower prices than the ones in Maine. So Emily and Gideon were both really happy, and I was happy to buy a dress.
Would that be winter?
Yeah, this is more like fall. This is not for me to wear yet, but I don't have one, so I wanted it. So there's that. So in the afternoon, after we were done at the thrift stores, we headed to my grandfather's house, and we had dinner with the family. I mean, not dinner, lunch. Lunch for the family. It was really good. We got to see his land a bit and his cows, and he gave me some of his maple syrup, which is like the best part of every Vermont trip is the maple syrup because I live for it. And then after that, we headed to Billings Farm. So I'm gonna queue up those clips and go grab what me and Mike bought at Billings Farm. Alright, so we did go a little overboard buying stuff at Billings Farm, but that's because it was just a really fun gift shop. So just, you know, spoiler alert. Not shown in the bag would be the cheese, which I will insert a picture of what flavors I got, and the chapstick, which is already in my purse and I don't want to go find it. But everything else is in here. So this is what you got.
Yep. It's about the history of Woodstock, Vermont, which is where Billings Farm is.
It's just a big, heavy book.
Yeah.
Billings Farm is really fun if you're in the area, just to walk around and see all the animals. And then there's like an old farmhouse you can go through and learn all this cool stuff about like farm management, which appeals to me. I don't know if it appeals to everybody. I mean, it definitely doesn't appeal to everybody.
No.
But not brought home, but the best part of Billings Farm is they have the best maple ice cream I've had in my entire life. Like, it was great. I wish I could just bring home a whole truckload of maple ice cream. So anyway, I'm distracted obviously, but Mike got a book. So I got a cup, has one of their Southdown sheep on it. I think I made socks out of Southdown on the channel before. I can't remember for sure. So I got, it says Billings Farm. It has the sheep on it. And I got this little peg loom for me to play with. I don't use peg looms very often, but it did look like it was a decent quality one. And it comes with stick for weaving with it. This was originally taped on. All the little bits fell off. So there's that. We got the paper. This is Billings Farm. Careful. Just hold it for a moment, just a moment longer. I got 3 skeins of the Billings Farm yarn, which is just a single ply yarn, very rustic. I'm gonna dye that, so that'll happen at some point soon. And I got, sorry for the rustling, this is the last thing. 2 things of tea. So I got Mint Medley, which is a black tea with peppermint, and I got Scottish Breakfast, which it has a whole thing on it, both of these do, about the history of Billings Farm and just like why they picked the cows they did and why they did the things they did. And one of the big things about Billings Farm is that they were really big on replanting trees and reforestation, which was really important at that time because they were clear cutting a lot at that point in the history of Vermont. So Billings Farm was a big proponent that brought back all the trees. So now we have all those hiking trails, and the hiking trails around Billings Farm are great too if you're into that. But look at this really cute cow picture. Anyway, I love these tins. I'm gonna be keeping them. I'll put those back in there, Mike. And we will try all those teas at the end because we have one other tea as well. So we're gonna try all 3 teas after we're done filming everything. So that would finish off Saturday because after we were done at Billings Farm, we went back to my aunt's house and we had dinner there and we hung out with her animals. And then Sunday, we had some stuff we had to do in the morning, and then in the afternoon we went to the yarn shop again. So I'm going to cue that up. All right, so we went back to Green Mountain Yarn and Fiber, and I got a tote this time. I really like the totes. It's huge. I can fit so much stuff in this. Okay, so just to get it out of the way, my sister went in with me, and she did buy 2 skeins of yarn. It's, what brand is this? Great Adirondack Organic Cotton. She got 2 skeins in Beach House. So she wants to crochet a shawl in that. So she's gonna have me pick out a pattern for her. You can hold that.
Oh, that way you have it.
Yep.
So
I also have to ball it up for her because she doesn't have Knitty Naughty. Well, I do. So I finally got this book, Star Wars Knitting the Galaxy. And it is really fun to look through. The pictures are fabulous. So I look forward to having this on my shelf along with my many other books. But this one's a particularly good book and I do enjoy it quite a bit. Beyond that, I'm gonna put this on the chair. I got 2 skeins of Plymouth Select Yarn DK Merino Superwash in the color Lime Glow. It is the brightest green I have ever seen and I love it. And then I got Malabrigo Worsted and Sauterine, which is 022, that color. It's like a really nice golden yellow. Okay, you can take them away from me. And I got, these 2 were because it was basically our anniversary trip, because we aren't going to be taking another trip closer to our anniversary. So I got Malabrigo Sock in Light of Love and Malabrigo, I don't know if it's Mechida or Mechida. The person who was checking me out said Mechida. I have always pronounced it Mechida. I don't actually know. Anyway, in the color Anniversario. So I know they probably mean birthday when they say Anniversario, but it's close to anniversary, so I'm using it like that. I think I'll weave these 2 together. And then I got a bunch of little sample bits, because up near the register they have all those little teeny tiny skeins. Did I miss one? Yeah, I missed one. And I like using them in weaving or just toss them into a dye pot to soak up a little bit extra. Other than that, I did get a couple stickers, but I don't remember where I put them. I think they're probably in the back of one of my notebooks. They're not in the Star Wars book anymore. I moved them.
Oh, I know that.
So that was it for shopping on Sunday. We did go hiking, and there's some footage for that will follow. It was a really cool place. What was it called? Taconic Rumble, I think.
Something
so
like
I will
that.
queue up the footage for that, but it was really fun. There was a lot of like salamanders and frogs and baby
Beautiful
salamanders and frogs. It
Beautiful
was really
trails.
cool. So I will cue that up next. So the last day was today, so Monday. We were getting ready to leave my aunt's. I always struggle to call it farm because it's more like pets, but she does have a lot of different farm animals, but not enough for it to be considered a working farm. It's like a fun farm. Does that make sense? Anyway, she does have a few sheep, as you've seen before in my videos, because I've processed their wool before. So right before I left, she bagged up Poppy's fleece. She shorn just a couple months ago. I think it said March 2022 on it, so that one will be processed very soon. Maybe I'll get to spin it for Tour de Fleece this year, or maybe not, I don't know. I have a lot of stuff planned for Tour de Fleece, and I'm not necessarily fast enough to do all of it. So there was that. After that, because it was a holiday weekend, a lot of the stuff we were thinking about doing ended up being closed. So instead we headed right for Queegee Village, which is the little shopping center. I do have a little bit of footage for that, so I'm going to cue that up and then I'll show you everything me and my pop. All right, so first shop we went in, because we worked our way down, was the Living the Dream Alpaca Farm alpaca product shop. So I bought a tote bag that has Riley on it. Was it Riley? Yeah, it was Riley. And I got some yarn. So I got a 5 mini skeins of Packaped sock yarn. You might remember that from the alpaca themed videos, because I wove with a skein of this. So this is a bunch of little bits of it that will probably also be woven with, because this will make a beautiful scarf. So there's that. And then I got 4 skeins that were discounted of Astral, which is 30% alpaca, 20% merino, and 50% tencel. So I got this gray one, sky bluish color. These two came out of skein, but they're a little messy, so I got a red one. And pink-ish, yeah, that's pink. And see if I can reach it.
Kind of, or that's
I got
light.
a sticker. Or rather, that's your sticker.
That's my sticker.
And I got something stuck on my hand. Let's get rid of that. A little necklace that's really hard to see, but it's a teeny tiny alpaca. So that's pretty. I like it. So that's what we got at the alpaca one. Now when you go to Queegee Village, the shops are all set up in one long line, and there's doors in each of them leading to the next shop. You just kind of walk down all of them. So after the alpaca place is like a knick-knacky place. I don't think we bought anything there.
No.
Emily might have, but I don't think we did.
I don't think so.
And then the next shop after that is a candy shop called the Sweet Spot. So
good stuff.
We bought fudge there to bring back to my brother. Fudge is in the fridge, so I can't show it to you. But we got dark chocolate fudge and chocolate maple fudge. You're probably gonna eat some of it. I can't eat it, unfortunately.
Yeah, she got these little ones that look like alpacas. Or are they alpacas?
What are you talking about?
A little box.
Oh, that was another shop.
Oh.
You're getting ahead of me.
Oops.
All right. So after you go through the sweet shop, there's another one that's more like touristy stuff, like t-shirts and hats. But I did get, let's see if I can grab it. At that one, I got maple tea, which is a black tea with maple syrup and natural flavors, whatever that means. So we're gonna try this one along with the other 2 teas we bought. This one, at the time, I was walking with my nephew and he was pulling really hard, so I had to hand it to Mike as we practically galloped by and be like, buy this! Anyway, we got that. And then the shop after that is the one that specializes in Cabot, so it has a lot of cheese. We did not buy any cheese because we already bought cheese at Billings Farm.
Yep.
But we did get a few other products, so I have to turn around for a second and grab those. Okay, so I got maple candy, which is moose shaped, but my moose broke because I just dropped him on the ground. Yeah, it's a moose, a bear, an owl, That looks like a frog. Why would there be a frog?
I don't know. It's Vermont.
Whatever. It's maple syrup in a candy form. I love it. We got a April's maple pancake mix, which sounded really good, especially since I brought home the syrup from my grandfather. So
We're gonna
get to
have
have
maple on
maple
maple.
maple pancakes. And I got 2 different types of crackers to go with the cheese I bought at Billings Farm. So I got Brewer's Everything flatbread crackers, and I got Castleton crackers salted maple. These both sound really good, so I'm looking forward to those. And let's see if I can get the other thing without dropping everything. Oh, you're gonna carry them. Okay.
I'll take them from you. Make it a lot easier.
So at the very end of the Queegee Village, there's a massive antique mall. Now most of what me and Mike bought at the antique mall was books. And there's really no point in showing you all the books because there was a lot of books. Because, I mean, we like books. So we have a bunch more on my nonfiction shelf and then a bunch on his shelf that is a mix of fiction and nonfiction and just whatever he enjoys reading. You read a lot of like historical stuff.
I do. I do like my historical stuff, yeah.
But I got a handkerchief so I could just admire the embroidery on it. Try to see if I could learn anything from it.
That.
It's really pretty, isn't
It is pretty.
It's just
Yeah,
really,
you didn't show me
pretty.
that.
And then I also got a piece of hand-woven linen that I'm gonna iron because the person who made it actually had the same name as my sister and her husband's last name, and she like signed it. So I thought it'd be funny to iron it and put it in a frame for them. So that's this. It has like a nice pattern to the linen too. It's like a, I don't know the name of this design, but it's a bunch of squares within squares. It's really cool.
Is it?
Yeah. See?
Oh, yeah.
So it's like a large napkin thing. Anyway. So yeah, beyond that, lots of books. On the way home, we stopped and had Mexican food, which was definitely not authentic, but it was pretty good. And there's like an Olympia store closing, so we went in and bought a bunch of discounted athletic goods, which was fun. That was mostly my sister and her husband buying stuff for their reselling, but I did get a hydro flask, finally. It's one of the ones for coffee specifically, so I was pretty happy about that. And a new lunchbox, because I dumped coffee in my other one because I didn't have a hydro flask. So yeah, that's about it. I mean, it's a really good trip. I'm gonna set up the camera in the other room so we can try the 3 new teas. And at some point, I'll do a separate video where I unroll Poppy's fleece and we process it. So we have some fleece washing coming up. But yeah, that's about it for that. While I was on the vacation, I was also crocheting when I was back at my aunt's house and testing out some new crochet hooks. So you're gonna see a crochet hook review after this video. Probably the same week, but just, you know, a few days later. So that was crocheted while on the vacation. Yeah, that's about it. So you wanna go try some tea?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll be right back. Alright, so we got all 3 teas made. We're ready to try them out. So we got the Billings Farm Mint Medley, which is black tea with peppermint. We've got the Scottish Breakfast, which is just different varieties of black tea. It says it's a toasty black tea blend. So yeah, it's the company that made these for Billings Farm is the Oliver Clough and Company. All right, and then finally we've got the M21 Maple Tea, which is a black tea with maple. And this is a Canadian product as opposed to a Vermont product. So just, if you're looking it up, it's not a Vermont maple syrup, it is a Canadian maple syrup. All right, so I added a teaspoon of sugar to each one and a little bit of milk to the Scottish Breakfast and the maple. So, where do you want to start? And I know you're tired because we just got home, but I did want to get this done. one smells really, really good, but I'm not sure which one it is.
I think it's this one.
I don't know.
Oh.
It might be the maple one I'm smelling.
That's good. That's mint. Careful. Yeah, you definitely want to hold it by the handle.
Very nicely minty.
Mm.
I don't normally find a black tea with mint in it. It's normally like a green tea with mint type of deal.
True.
Or even just mint with no actual tea in it. This one's really good though. I like it.
It's not overly.
It's not overly minty, but it's minty enough so it's pleasant. And then the black tea means it still has caffeine. Alright, Scottish breakfast. I have
Breakfast.
English
And
breakfast
and
and
Irish.
Irish breakfast tea. This is the first Scottish breakfast that we brought in, I think. It had a really interesting smell.
Yeah, it's got a strange smell.
Like
never
a
smelled anything like that.
toasty, herby smell.
Yeah.
But there's nothing in it except black tea according to the ingredients. So it does say toasty black tea. So it's probably in the processing.
Not bad. Of the three, so I mean.
You've only tried two.
Yeah. But as far as what we've tasted already, it's not my favorite.
Alright, I will try it. How do you like it compared to the Irish breakfast and the English breakfast?
I think I like the Irish better.
Yeah. I mean, I think the one we normally drink is the Stash Super Irish breakfast. We have a lot of that.
And English.
Well, the English breakfast, I guess the English breakfast is also Stash.
Then you got your.
Oh, that's interesting.
It's got a very interesting taste, yeah. It's different from what we're used to.
This is gonna sound so weird, but it tastes like what chicken produced on a grill smells like grilled meat.
Yeah.
Like the smoke, kind of.
It's smoky flavor.
It's not. It's like a weirdly savory flavor.
It's not what you would think.
It's not. I mean, I don't mind it necessarily, but it's definitely not what I expected. Yeah, that's the closest thing I can think of that tastes like
Something
that.
smoked on a barbecue.
Or like hickory smoked bacon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. Smoke. It tastes like smoke.
It's definitely different.
That is very, very interesting. Alright. Maple time. And basically if something tastes even a little bit like maple, I like it. But hopefully this one actually tastes like maple. Because one of the other times we bought a maple tea and it did not taste like anything.
I definitely smell maple.
Yeah.
I definitely smell it. Let's see what it tastes like here.
Do I finally have a maple tea that tastes like maple?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, that definitely tastes like maple. I actually like that.
Oh, it does. It's like very distinctly maple too. Like you can smell the maple as you're going to sip, and then it tastes like maple.
I think we found a winner.
I mean, I know it says maple syrup in the ingredients, but so did the other one, and it didn't taste like anything. This one actually does taste like maple syrup. What would make it even better is if instead of a teaspoon of sugar, I sweetened it with a teaspoon of maple syrup. Just to like even strengthen the maple
Wouldn't that be
flavor.
like two different types of maple?
Well, it depends. I think if it was grandpa's syrup, it would be better. If it was the baking syrup, it would not be good. Okay, I am very picky about maple syrup. This is a tangent, but it's something that needs to be said. Most maple syrup that is in the grocery stores is subpar. Maple syrup should be thick. It should have a very strong flavor and smell to it. And ideally, it should be small batch process, because the larger batch processing procedures, like they use quicker methods to remove all the water so it doesn't simmer long enough and doesn't get enough flavor. Maple syrup should be slow, thick, and sweet. And it drives me crazy. The products that they sell as maple syrup in the grocery store, they're like water. They're not sweet enough, they're not thick enough. Somebody bought us some maple syrup because I ran out without being able to get more from my grandfather. And I can only use it for baking because it is just not correct. I don't know how else to explain it. It's not mapley enough.
He does it in a way that...
He does it the old school way.
Right, he does it with like wood burning and...
I think it's wood burning. I'm not 100% certain it's wood burning, but it is a low and slow method.
I think he said that.
It probably is wood burning, honestly.
Pretty sure he said that.
It's just an old style.
And it tastes wonderful.
Best syrup. You cannot compare. So yeah, this is pretty good. I mean, I'm pretty happy with this.
Hopefully we can find that and keep that in our repertoire.
I think you can buy this online because they had a website on the...
Did it?
Yeah. Yeah, metrot.com. Anyway,
it is
this one is pretty good. I can recommend this.
Definitely.
All right, and I can recommend the mint medley too. That was quite good. Scottish breakfast is weird. I will drink it, but I can't guarantee you'll like it because it's definitely odd. All right, so yeah, I guess that's about it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. We had a lot of fun on our trip and a lot of fun filming and talking about it with all of you guys. I mean, I guess that's about it. I don't think we have another trip this year. I think that's about it. So we're gonna go finish drinking all of our tea and need to figure out something for dinner, I guess, now that we're back home and we don't have relatives cooking for us for every meal. How did I end up with so many relatives that are such amazing cooks when I struggle?
I don't know.
They are very good though. I should have stolen a few more of those muffins to bring home. They were delicious.
Oh.
Anyway, yeah, like a lemon blueberry muffin.
Was good.
All right, I need to shut this camera off before I just continue rambling. But thanks again for watching, and I hope to see y'all again soon.
Bye.